Now, as a judge, how have these chefs? I imagine that it's not the first time that you're tasting some of the food from these chefs. How have they evolved over the years?
It's amazing to see, and it's, as I said, such a humbling experience to see, and that's the excitement, and that's the big excitement of my job, is when you actually walk into a restaurant and you are just wowed. You know, I was at a restaurant recently, and I'm still on that high to see how that chef has really just risen and on world-class standards. It's phenomenal, the passion, the commitment, the striving for excellence, which is what, you know, the Eat Out Awards also does. It is a platform for these guys to shine. So it's really, that is the exciting part of it, just to see how a chef can just go from being okay to being extraordinary, mind-blowing.
Now, who are some of the more well-known chefs or restaurants that will be taking part in this year's award?
Well, we can't really say,
because
okay.
I was taking
you were trying.
I was trying.
No, we can't really say, but we are in the process of finalising the judging. We'll have a big judging day very soon. We will all get together, and we're sometimes not very nice to each other. But at the end of the day, you know, the best does win, and we all have different palates, but we have a scorecard, and it eventually goes off to the auditors, and then hopefully we'll announce the 20 nominees at the, probably in the first week of October.
That's very
exciting. So that's exciting. And I'm sure it's exciting for all the chefs, because they really are asking, so they really do care. They want to know if they've made at least the 20 nominee. And when I say at least the 20 nominee, that is extraordinary kind of feat to even get to the 20 nominee. Yes, you know, if you're not a top 10, there's always that sense of disappointment, but not to forget that, you know, to be chosen as a 20 nominee out of how many 5,000 restaurants in South Africa is phenomenal.
Now, you don't only take into account the food, you also take into account the experience from start to end, right?
Absolutely. From the time you pick up that phone to make the booking to the time you arrive, and some, you know, say the Winelands, you know, they've got booms at the gate. How is that experience? It's just got to be absolutely seamless.
And do they know that it's you coming?
No, I go under a different name. Obviously, the other judges, they go under their own names, because it would look a bit odd if they arrived and, you know, then they would kind of be a bit fishy. But I go under different names, and my diary is full of all these different names, which is also quite a mad thing.
Do you ever forget which name you're under?
I actually have. I have, in fact, a couple of times, more times this year. But, you know, as soon as I see I kind of ask
can I just
see? And then, oh yes, I remember, that's me. I'm Sarah. I was Sarah. I might have.
Probably.
I know, a bit dodgy. But we get there. But it really is, you know, and it's also like our different awards. You know, we have a service award. You know, people say, well, you know, service, you know, what is service? And it really is about experiencing something which has happened and you don't really know it's happening.
Yeah.
You know, it's that real professionalism.
Now, the top 10 restaurants, once they are picked, what kind of caliber are these restaurants? What are their highlights?
They really have to offer an astonishing meal in a world-class establishment. And I'm not even talking fine dining. You know, fine dining now, it's not necessarily a top restaurant will even have a tablecloth. But it's absolutely how that food is translated onto a plate through the knowledge and the experience of the wine steward or sommelier, to, as I say, the booking time, and obviously to the team as well, and how that head chef mentors as well that team. That is kind of what it is about. It's about that encompassing that whole dining experience. And it could be, as I say, you know, it could be a beautiful, perfect classic sauce.
Yeah.
But it could be something that's so like over the top playful. Yeah, we're judging in that way. Yeah.
I can't wait to see what restaurants come out on top.
Me too.
Now, why don't you remind us once more where people can get tickets for the event that's on November 16th?
November the 16th, and through web tickets, you can buy your tickets, and our magazine also, our brand new magazine, goes on sale on the 17th, which is the Monday afterwards. So yeah, it's going to be an amazing event, and buy your tickets.
Geez, you've made me hungry now.
Great. Thank you.